Let's go! Hello, everybody. It's your favorite, wonderful, always bringing the tea, the shade, and the mess, Fame of Paper Fame King, and we are back for one of Famous's reviews. Now, this one's a bit late by a good year or so. It's a review of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Now, the reason I'm doing this review is because we have the Super Mario Bros. Movie 2, Super Mario Bros. Galaxy, coming out Wednesday, April 1st. I know, that seems like a bit of a weird date for it to come out. Trust me, I'm already armed to the teeth just in case. But I wanted to give my thoughts and feelings on the initial first movie before I do anything regarding the sequel. When the Mario Bros. Movie was announced, I was skeptical at first because there had been numerous attempts to make a Mario anything, a Mario cartoon, a Mario live action movie, and from what I recall and remember, that thing was horrendously out of pocket, heinous, hideous, ugly, downright diabolic.
And this is him holding back.
Yes, because I'm trying to save any sort of all anger and such I can for April 1st. Because, I'm going to tell you this right now, if I walk into that movie theater and somebody comes out and says, April Fools, the movie's not out today, and me and my friends spent all this money on our tickets on popcorn and stuff, I'ma show y'all what it means to go Bowser on them. But in that regards, the Mario Bros. Movie was a spectacle. It was a cinematic masterpiece, combining elements of both the video games and the lore of Mario Bros. As we know it, while also painting things completely different from a new angle. I know initially a lot of people were not comfortable with having Chris Pratt play Mario, but the angle that they went, instead of it being an Italian man living in Brooklyn, it was a man from Brooklyn from Italian descent, and it worked. It actually worked. And how they gave all the elements of the game, like having the pipe system underneath Brooklyn leading to the Mushroom Kingdom, Pauline being the mayor of the city. Shout out to my best girl right there, Pauline. You are good, girl. You deserve better than Mario. But before I get into any of that, let's start with the story. The story itself, I give a 5 out of 5 because it told the story, the origin story of the Mario Bros. Mario and Luigi, both two brothers from Brooklyn trying to make a name for themselves, and they end up doing so by becoming heroes of the Mushroom Kingdom. I loved how they gave it that the two of them came from such a small upbringing, were trying to stand out to be something so much more than what other people thought of themselves. And it also showed that the bond the two brothers have, a bond we've always seen visible in the game, whenever Mario comes to help Luigi, whenever Luigi comes to help Mario, or when the two of them are working together in order to save the day. It truly goes to show that the bonds of brothers can accomplish just about anything, including overpowering a giant dragon turtle. In terms of the villain of the story, aka Bowser, played by Jack Black, and Jack Black, if you're watching this, kudos, just kudos for how you played Bowser. I love it. I have a tiny problem though. He was too much of a simp. Don't get me wrong, he was always a simp for Peach. But the song Peaches, Bowser, Jack, honey, you crushed it. Absolutely did wonderful with that. I love Bowser, I do, but he was a simp. Like a major simp, a big simp. Like the simpiest of simps for Peach. It kind of made me cringe a bit. I'm not sure who else also cringed, but I did love the song because he was like, Jack Black singing is just always awesome. Princess Peach, girl, boss, queen shit, on lock, just, They portrayed her as not the damsel in distress princess. They portrayed her as the princess who's ready to throw these.
And if I remember hearing right, the Peach we got in this movie was how she was always meant to be in the games.
Peach was a queen and an icon, and I respect her for showing off, showing up, and kicking ass. Do I think she was a bit mean for rejecting Bowser the way she did? Yes, I do. Because, look, I get it. Bowser was being a creep, a simp, and just, he could have gone about asking for her hand in a completely way, and just
No, it's my personal opinion. But girl, you could have let him down a bit easier. But regardless, Toad. He was a little chaotic gremlin who I adore. Like Toad, I've never really been a fan of Toad in terms of the character in the Mario games. But the movies made Toad stand out so much, and I love that. I adored it. Toad was awesome. He was crazy. He was chaotic. He was random. He was a gremlin of chaos, and I vibe with that so much. Animation quality of the movie. So wait, the characters, I all give them a 5 out of 5. Animation quality. The animation was gorgeous, especially with the usage of the power-up. Changing the design and clothes of the characters. We finally get to see Peach use power-up! And it turns her dress white when she uses the fire flower, or when she's in her marriage outfit. Girl, you had that outfit on lock. Turned in a nice icy blue. Like, look, I'm not gonna lie. I love the Mario power-ups. They're cool, they're neat, and the animation gave them an all-new flavor. It just reminds me that seeing them being used, it's pretty cool, and the Mario's power system is also pretty cool. There's also one other character I forgot to talk about, because, DK. Donkey Kong, popping them pecs. I'm a fan of Donkey Kong, but I'm also a hater of Donkey Kong. When he was popping them pecs on screen, let me tell you something there. I forgot about my hate for about 5 minutes. What? You can't sit there and tell me that if you had DK standing right in front of your face and he's just standing there popping them pecs right in front of you, you wouldn't be hypnotized as well.
No, I'm not saying that. Personally, the thing I love about DK and the fact that in the Mario universe they've shown how the power-ups work and all that stuff is that if they do continue on and do like a DK movie, one of the recent Donkey Kong video games gave Donkey Kong a bunch of unique power-ups.
Power-ups, transformations, or as everybody likes to call them, he's finally going Super Saiyan.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, I'm excited to see if they actually give DK those power-ups in his own movie, because they gave him the fire flower, and even that showed like they gave his fur like a nice little red tint. It changed his tie color, and DK was throwing fireballs, baby.
DK was hot to the touch, and it was really awesome. Like everything about the first movie was wonderful. Story, artistic design, animation, characters, their voice actors were perfect. And then the end credit scene where we see the pipe where Yoshi's head is broken, and we just hear that familiar shriek of Yoshi. It was wonderful. I give the Mario movie a straight 10 out of 10, 5 stars, because even to this day, I still love watching it because it was one of my favorites of the year of that year. And now we have the second movie coming out this year on April 1st. And once again, swear to God, and I swear to Rosalina on high, if this turns out to be a joke, I swear to God, I'm gonna send a to Jesus.
Personally, I think it might be a little overly paranoid given how long ago it was announced on the release date, but...
Gal, honey, it's April Fools. We all know people do stupid shit on April 1st.
Sadly, I can't argue with that. Although with most people, it doesn't even need to be April for them to do stupid shit.
Exactly my point. And with April 1st right around the corner, less than a day away, I wait with a hair's breadth to do my fame's pre-movie predictions, pre-movie thoughts, to give you all my deepest thoughts, feelings, predictions, and everything else about the movie. This was just a means of me being able to talk about the first one, as well as get the others' thoughts on what they thought about characters, the movie, the sound, the songs, everything else in between. Because it definitely did a good at setting up what everyone has come to call the Nintendo Cinematic Universe. And
if you're following the news of the sequel, not gonna say it in case you're avoiding all spoilers, which I definitely can. This one could very well happen.
Exactly. The possibility that there's going to be a Nintendo Cinematic Universe where we could get an Avengers-style movie for every character in a Nintendo, leading up to the possibility of a Super Smash Bros. Movie. Oh my god. I'm gonna get more into that on my video of the Super Mario Bros. 2 movie of my before and after video. But for right now, just know this. The idea of a Super Smash Bros. Movie is godly. It's wonderful. It's exciting. It gets my blood pumping. I've been playing Smash Bros. Non-stop because I'm just that damn excited. I even have Smash Bros. Going on right now in my background. I just have the volume turned down so nobody can hear it. But I've been practicing, playing, familiarizing myself with my old characters, my new characters, and I just am that hyped for the new movie.
Answer me this, Fame. Have you fought Taboo recently?
That blue is sucking on my left toe. I kicked his ass as a child.
Seriously? Consider yourself lucky. I had a hard time being that sucker on easy.
Me and my sister tag teamed that son of a.
That would explain. I was going at it alone, and honestly, I'm not sure which was harder, being him or being Cynthia.
Cynthia was harder than fighting that bastard. Cynthia is harder than fighting Taboo. Don't get me wrong, Taboo was hard in Super Smash Bros. But if you had like the right partner or the right character set up, he was not that hard to fight. But if he comes back as the main bad guy of the Super Smash, nope. I'm gonna get into this later. But just to let y'all, yeah, be on the lookout for that video. It's gonna be coming up real shortly. But for now, y'all, I gotta go tend to my weapons rack. I gotta get my special anti-April Fool's baseball bat ready.
Good jeez.
And for those of you who are curious, it's just a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire with the words anti-April Fool's idiots on it.
Just FYI, full disclaimer, I'm not making any predictions about the Super Mario Galaxy movie, purely because...
You don't want your paper's prediction powers to come in handy there?
No, I don't.
Yeah, for those who don't know, paper tends to make a lot of predictions, and they somehow end up coming true. And it's hilarious every time.
You'll see more what we mean when we get more of the Star Detective reactions out than when we start getting Ninjago reactions out.
Oh yeah, trust me, when you get to the Ninjago ones, those are gonna be some hilarious ones. But for now, everybody, it's been wonderful. I gotta go get my weapon stash ready. I gotta get set. And I gotta go practice on my Ness and Lucas, because I got people to PK fire and PK freeze to death. For now, y'all, thanks for coming out. Thanks for showing up. Bye-bye, y'all. Ciao, everybody. Bye-bye, y'all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.